Hello, 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 everyone. It is so nice to be back here with you. I am the real lovely C. I am your host, and we are waiting on my co host to join us. Happy Thursday to you, happy holiday to you, and all of that. Let me bring Evie in. Hey, sis.
Hello, how are you?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Good, thank you. You're welcome. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me
Okay.
now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello.
Hello. So let's do this thing. I feel like we can't get on here in a minute now.
I,
So, y'all, okay, we talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, I know I to skip 2 episodes, so but everybody to watch it, everybody to heard what's going on. So, um, Evie not in the house right now, so we're gonna do this and get this on out the way. Get this done. Her looking cute and everything. So let me pull up the chat.
my hair is your favorite color.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You see me with the okay. All
I know
right,
you look
y'all.
so
So
cute. I love it.
thank you. Thank you. So this has been a trying week for me. I have completed my midterms. I have finished my final paper, and I just finished my last my essay, so that I can come on about these classes and get these credits. So next week will be my last day for the till the next semester. And Lord, this has been challenging for me. Whew. So anyway, I'm happy about that. And when it rained, it pours. Child, my printer broke, everything. So y'all, let's get back into what's going on. Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4, episode 14. It was called Old Atlantic New Tricks. You know why they named it Old Atlantic New Tricks? Because of the guy's trip to Atlanta a couple of years ago. Same trip with a man's trip, the boys' trip, but they got single Martell up to new tricks, okay? But it's got its good and it's got its bad. So it's time to bring our niece wine to life. It's Martell's launch party. So Martell makes his speech, but he's lost for words. You know what I'm saying? And he named this wine after his grandma. Okay, he's caught up in the moment. Martell told to ownership, but he didn't mention his grandmother, and his Uncle Sam is not happy. He explained to Uncle Sam that he couldn't acknowledge his grandma at this time because it was national TV, and he whispered this in his ear, and Uncle Sam was pissed, because he feel like she needs it's his sister, and so he decided to leave the party. What's your intake on that?
I mean, obviously it was rude, but he had to do what he had to do. So, and it was a pretty heated discussion, but I guess he had to do what he had to do. He said, "You didn't mention her name, so I'm out of here." He said, "She said
So
you know better." Oh, did you also see the part where he said, "Don't say that on national TV"? He said, I looked at him like, "I don't care that we on national TV."
right. But see, the thing was they couldn't he's gonna make give his grandmother more props when they have the wine launching in Atlanta. That's probably not going to be filmed on television. And he's already given his grandmother much mad respect because he named the wine after her. I think Uncle Sam made a little bit more out of it than what it should have been. Yes, it was a lot of ladies there. Okay, so that's fine. But Marcel is the single one, and the wine is really made for women, you know. And on this man trip, the man, they might have been, when they did their little commercial thing. Louis got me like spread them legs, pop this wine and spread them legs. Okay, Tiffany ain't hear about all that. You notice he left that part out when it came to the drilling everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because when they got back home, the wives was on it. So let's get back into it. You can't make everybody happy. Martell's name is on the wine. It's on the wine, and he named it after his grandma. And maybe in the land he would be, be able to talk more about his grandmother. Okay. Lewis came back home early due to a death in the family. Of course, all the wives grilled their husband. And when I say grill them, they grilled their husbands. Okay. He let Tiffany know women was there and the guys had gave a commercial. He left out a part, he got amnesia. Because he left out a part about spreading them legs. Okay. So they went to a range room. So this range room is where you get all your frustrations out and you beat up stuff, tear everything up. Okay. If you got that much anger in you, you need to go see a doctor. Tiffany wasn't happy. Now you got to think this is a reality show. And so you tell Tiffany wasn't happy at all. She, could you tell her that you got a duty to please your husband? And she said it's not a duty, it's a privilege. Sex is a privilege. Now you getting it, but you ain't getting it enough. Come on now. So you gonna tell these men that's gonna sit back and talk about you that you're not getting enough sex at home. But for real, they don't give a damn about you no way. You understand what I'm saying? So, Tiffany said, like I said, she said it's a privilege. To me, I think she felt the way she did is because the guys now know that sex is a range for Lewis. And the guy said it could be a problem down the road. So if it's a frustration now and you having a range on it now, if it's a frustration now, 2-3 years down the road, you needed that much. You needed morning, lunch, breakfast. You needed down there 4 times a day to let the way they saying it. At night ain't good enough. Or a little sneak in the morning before you get ready to go to work. You got to stop by there. It's like you got to go to Burger King and have it any kind of way you want it. Hello? What you think about that?
I think Tiffany telling the truth. I think he is lying. And I don't know why he would say that he was frustrated, because remember what she told Mel? She said, I give it to him. He gets it all. So why is he upset? I really think that he obeys his greatness, and I really think that he don't want a baby because he don't want to take care of a baby. That's what I really think. I don't think it had nothing to do with her giving it up.
He not ready to have no baby right now. He want to enjoy the honeymoon state. They don't have time for each other now. So their alone time is laying on the couch falling asleep. They need to have some type of date night and pencil each other in if it's that busy. You know what I'm saying? So, honey, let's move on. So they talked about Monica. She was the original male. Okay, that's what Martell said. That Monica was the original male. She was male number 1. He tells that they went to a strip club. Okay, so we're talking about Kimmy. Now, this is Maurice telling Kimmy his story. He told her that they went to a strip club. Kimmy wanted to know if Maurice touched anybody. Did Maurice touch anybody? He said yes, but not caressing, encouraging. She like, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out did your skin touch skin to skin? I don't care if it was a nail or what. Did any of your body touch another woman? And I like how he danced out of that. You know what I'm saying? I like how he danced out of it. So they talked about Lewis' sexual frustration. Married people need to woo. Masu said he wouldn't be in a sexless marriage. Tisha said wives have a lot of responsibility, a 24-hour job. She talked to Masu about foot massage and, things that you can do for a woman other than sex. It ain't always got to be about sex. They stayed on the topic of Lewis and Tiffany a lot, in the subject, instead of he didn't talk about his frustration. He told everybody else situations, but he didn't tell his situations and what he said there, and what his commercial would look like. So they had Tisha said she would like to hear what Tiffany had to say about Lewis and them not having sex, because according to Tiffany, she giving it to him. So what you think about that? She's stuck. I can't hear you. Okay, okay. I think she's stuck. She froze up. So Letitia goes to talk to Dr. Francis. Okay, you can hear me? Okay, so what did you
I can
think?
hear you.
What?
Can you hear
Okay,
me?
yeah, I can hear you now. So what did you think about? She went back out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead on it, and she may get back in. Somewhere how she popped out. Letitia goes to see Dr. Francis. They talked about who is Letitia. Letitia is he gave her a homework assignment, taking a look in the mirror. She said she can be a great mom, and now Masu is helping more. Because they went to see each other on this counseling, Dr. Francis on a counseling situation. They talked about his trip to Africa, and she was not happy about that. Dr. Francis said going to Africa was hot not just a last minute thing. He knew that he was going to Africa. It's just he decided to tell her at the last minute, but Letitia made excuses for him. In other words, Dr. Francis was telling her to open back up. Hold on, Evie back in. Hold on. I don't see your picture. So I had to kick her out because her picture not showing up. Okay, so Dr. Francis was saying, it wasn't a coincidence. He just told her that he was going to Africa at the last minute. He said confrontation is the key to growing. Dr. Francis wanted him and Letitia to go on a couples retreat and invite some friends. Letitia don't think Masu will go on this retreat. So that's her homework assignment. And I believe he will go, but he don't want to go, because in Masu mind, I believe that he don't think it's nothing wrong with his marriage. And evidently Letitia don't know how to express herself, because it's not all right. You didn't just wake up this morning and say, I'm going to Africa tomorrow. And you had feelings about that. And you need to, and even though he went by himself, it's nothing that she could have said would have made her would have made him stay home and take, they could have got Miss Wanda to watch the kids. And they just could have went as a couple. So I got mixed feelings with that. And, in due time, things will show out. It will show out. So they supposed to take a family trip later on to Africa together. Okay, so Martell is over his mother's house. She heard Sam left the party upset. Martell said it is a time and place for everything, and he put her name on the wine, but he tried to call him and he didn't get an answer. But Monica is planning an event where he can talk about his grandma, the name behind the wine, the reminisce over moments with his grandma. She was a huge hugger, and it's in Martell's blood, because Martell has passed that hugging from his mama, his grandma, and it installed in him, and he passes it to his kids. And you see, if certain effort, his kids always hugging. You can say what you want to say about Martell, but them kids are well disciplined, and they love each other, and they love both their mother and their father, and them kids are all big huggers. Okay, Kimmy and Mel meet up for lunch. They talk about the Atlanta trip. Kimmy said she trusts her husband, and she think that Mel think that since Martell was caught cheating, that everybody that comes in Martell's space got to do with something when it comes to cheating. Kimmy tell her about Monica was the event planner. Melody said Monica was also her wedding event planner and quit 2 weeks before their wedding. Now, she also said that she quit because she was, and her mother ended up taking over planning the wedding 2 weeks before the wedding. So she was accusing Martell of trying to talk to people in his office and was calling him a cheater and everything then. So maybe that's why she quit. Allegedly, we don't know. So just going by what we heard on the episode. Okay, so Melody had heard about Martell having his own wine, but didn't know more about it. She didn't know much about it besides she didn't know much about it, and she just know that the guys had went on this on the men's trip. I truly think that the men behaved themselves very well. Certain things was inappropriate. Yes, they went to the strip club. That's not gonna be a secret. They're gonna edit certain things and it's going to come out. So I think we got 2 more episodes before the mid finale. I will be covering it. I didn't get into Love and Marriage DC this time because I wanted to get to know the characters, the people on the show. So maybe next time I will do it. It's so many things that I wanted to do, but because I'm in school again now, I haven't had the time to put in there. So next week I have a break and I'll be trying to put out a couple of more videos during the week. And I'm thinking about going back doing them the way I was doing them off and on. Every now and then, we're gonna talk our reality TV, a little on celebrity gossip, and I always like to give something from the news because there's something the world we are going through. It's always something that we need to hear about. the things that's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, this has been Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 4, Episode 14, Old Atlanta, New Tricks. This time, I we know who was on the trip. Lois need to come clean. Well, Tiffany had already been on the reality show, so she'd already seen it. So she know what he said about pop that bottle and spread them legs. Now he got amnesia when 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 Tiffany asked him questions. Now all these women was grilling him because of the experience they had on the last male trip to Atlanta. So if this one went this way, God knows how the other one went. Okay. The only difference is this one was on TV and the other one was. But what did y'all think about Martell outfit? The all white with the bear, the white bear, the white fur going across him. I thought, as a stylist, if he don't look like a model, I don't know what to think. I think he need the model. I think he need the model because I think he did a good job. I'm happy that he did name the wine after his grandmother, give her that respect, and then later on, Monica will let him talk about his grandmother and see why he named the wine after his grandmother, which was a big honor. Y'all, hit that like button, that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I want to thank y'all for joining me. Share this video. Evie reception was going in and out, so we got a little bit of her, and the other one, she tried to come in and her picture didn't come in, so I had to go ahead on and boot her out. But I love her, and y'all, this has been Love and Marriage Season 4, Episode 14, Old Atlanta, New Tricks. Thank y'all for joining me, and guess what, y'all, I catch y'all Sunday on Sisters around 6:30. I'm sure they look for the notifications, and I catch y'all on the next video. Thank y'all and have a good night. Bye bye.